Hi, and you're welcome to Miss Riley's Maths videos. I'm working through week H, exercise H in the Algebra revision booklet that our junior cert higher level students are doing. It's quite a long exercise, so let's get to it. I've got to factorize this. Hopefully at this stage now you can look at it and say there's 4 terms. It's not a highest common factor because there's nothing in common right across. It's not a dots. It's not a product and sum. It's a grouping because there's 4 things. And there's something in common to the first pair, and there's something in common to the second pair. So my factors are a plus b by 3 minus c. On the grouping, once you get your first bracket right, you should automatically put it down for the second bracket because it's likely that you're going to then find it easier to find the first one. So here, now can we do that? Now look here, do you see there's a problem? Nothing in common here, nothing in common here. So I'm going to rearrange it, 3a minus 3b plus bq minus aq. So sometimes you have to rearrange. So that's 3 by a minus b. Now remember what I just said? This is going to be quite hard. So if I know this bracket's right, which I do, then I'm going to put it down here, a minus b. Now what do I have to multiply by a to get minus aq? I can ignore this for a second because the a is first in the bracket. So I need a minus q. If I have minus q and I multiply that by minus b, I've got plus bq. That works. So this is looking good. So it's a minus b by 3 minus q. Now, 3 terms, a squared in it. So this is a quadratic, it's a trinomial, it's a product and sum. Whatever you like to say, this was a grouping. So my product number is minus 12 and my sum number is 4. So what 2 factors of minus 12 add together to give 4? If I have plus 6 and minus 2, isn't that going to give me minus 12? And is it going to add together to give me 4? So x squared, I'm going to do it out the long way just for those of you that are struggling with the ones where you don't have a 1x squared. This reminds you of the method. So I've split my 4x into 6x minus 2x. This guy stays the same and this stays the same. What's in common here? X by x plus 6. And then I'm going to write that again, plus 6, and minus 2 by x plus 6. So I have x minus 2 by x plus 6. Those are my 2 factors. Again, my product number here is negative 18. My sum number is minus 7, minus 9, and plus 2. Now, because it's a plus 1x squared, I can actually jump straight there to those 2 numbers in my brackets. I don't have to do the long version. I can just jump straight, and that would be x squared. That would be fine. That would give me plus 2x minus 9x, which is minus 7x, and minus 9 by 2 is minus 18. So that works. Now, 2 things separated by a minus with a squared. That's a dots, difference of 2 squares. Factors of x squared minus y squared are x plus y, x minus y. So this is going to be, I'm going to have to rewrite this as 2 things squared. The 16 isn't squared in that. I have to rewrite the 16 as something squared, which is 4. So 16y squared rewritten as something squared is 4y squared. So my 2 brackets are x plus 4y, x minus 4y. Multiply and simplify the following. So everybody should be getting this. Okay, everybody should be able to multiply out 2 brackets. 3x by 5x is 15x squared. 3x by minus 9 is minus 27x. 7 by 5x is plus 35x. And 7 by minus 9 is minus 63. So 15x squared minus 27x plus 35x is plus 8x and minus 63. 4x squared plus 2x plus 1 by x plus 3. So 4x squared by x is 4x cubed. 4x squared by 3 is 12x squared. 2x by x is 2x squared. 2x by 3 is 6x. 1 by x is 1x. 1 by 3 is 3. Now be careful here adding things up. This guy is by himself. Nothing adds onto him. These guys are the same. They're both x squared. So 14x squared. This guy and this guy go together because they're both x's, plus 7x and plus 3. The 3's got nothing to add on to. When x equals 1, y equals 2, and z equals 3, find the value of. So this is complicated. 2x is 2 by 1, plus 3y is 3 by 2, plus 6z is 6 by 3, plus 2, divided by 3z is 3 by 3, plus y, which is 2, minus 4, which is always sub in your values before you try and work it out. So always sub it in. Don't just write down an answer, because if you make a mistake, you get 0 marks. 2 by 1 is 2, 3 by 2 is 6, 6 by 3 is 18, and 2 divided by 3 by 3 is 9, plus 2 minus 4. So 8 and 18 is 26, and 2 is 28, over 11 minus 7, which is 4. 28 divided by 7, which is 4. Okay, simplify. So we're just multiplying these out. 3x by 2x squared is 6x cubed. 3x by minus 4x is minus 12x squared. 3x by plus 4 is plus 12x. Minus 6x cubed. Minus 6 by minus 2 is plus 12x squared. Minus 6 by plus 2x is minus 12x. And minus 6 by minus 1 is plus 6. So what goes together? These guys go together. 6x cubed and minus 6x cubed, that's 0x cubed. There's none left. Minus 12x squared and plus 12x squared, that's 0x squared. 12x and minus 12x, they're the same. They cancel each other out. And what we're left with is 6. So the answer is just 6. Write as one fraction. Fraction means to write it over a common denominator, which is the least common multiple of 4 and 3, which should be 12. So we're going to put them both over 12. How do we get from quarters to twelfths? Well, in 1 quarter, there's 3 twelfths. So what I do is I'm going to multiply the top. Let's just do a quick numbers one here. 2, let's say 2 quarters. I know you wouldn't have 2 quarters, you'd have a half, but just bear with me. 2 quarters plus 1/3. Okay, if you're writing that over 12, 4 goes into 12 3 times. So in 1 quarter, there's 3 twelfths. So in 2 quarters, there's 3 times 2 twelfths. And in 1/3, there's 4 twelfths, because 3 goes into 12 4 times. So in 1/3, there's 4 twelfths, 4 by 1. Okay, so the same thing here. In 1 quarter, there's 3 twelfths. So it's 3 by x plus 3. In 1/3, there's 4 twelfths, so it's 4 by x plus 5. So it's going to be 3x plus 9 plus 4x plus 20 over 12, which is 7x plus 29 over 12. 5x minus 8 equals 22, so plus 8 plus 8. 5x is equal to 30, divided by 5, divided by 5, x is equal to 6. What I'm going to do here is multiply out the brackets before I do anything else. 5 by 2x is 10x, 5 by minus 3 is minus 15, 3 by x is 3x, 3 by minus 4 is minus 12, plus 11. So I have 10x minus 15 is equal to 3x minus 1. So then x is to one side, so 7x minus 15 is equal to minus 1. Numbers to the other side, 7x is equal to 14. So divide by 7, x is equal to 2. Solve for x by factorising first. So I've got to factorise x squared plus 15x plus 50. So the product is 50 and the sum is 15. What two numbers multiply together to give 50 and add together to give 15 would be 10 and 5. So x plus 10 by x plus 5 equals 0. Now remember, if these two multiply together to give 0, then either x plus 10 equals 0, so x is minus 10, or x plus 5 equals 0, so x equals minus 5. Finally, 2x plus 3y equals 7 and x plus 4y equals 6. If we draw a line underneath it, you might remember that it's simultaneous equations. So I'm looking for the same number, but opposite signs of one of the letters. Get the x's to be the same number of them and opposite signs, or get the y's to be the same number and opposite signs. I'm going to aim to get the x's because I just need to do something to the second line. So the first line is 2x plus 3y equals 7. Remember, I want to add this to something else so that one of the letters disappears. So in this case, if the x's disappear, for the x's to disappear, that x has to be minus 2x. So I'm going to multiply minus 2 by that. So minus 2x minus 8y is equal to minus 12. Okay, I multiply the whole line. Minus 2 by x is minus 2x. Minus 2 by 4y is minus 8y. Minus 2 by 6 is minus 12. I can now add them together, but I can only add them because these two are opposite signs and the same number of them. So when I add them together, they cancel out. And what I'm left with is minus 5y is equal to minus 5. 7 plus minus 12 is minus 5. And then I divide by minus 5, divide by minus 5, y is equal to 1. Then I've got to go back and find my other letter. I know that y is 1, so I'm taking this equation from here, and I'm rewriting it. I know that y is 1, so x plus 4 by 1 equals 6. So x plus 4 equals 6, so that must mean that x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. And don't forget that means that if these two are both lines, they meet at the point 2, 1. Okay, thank you. I hope that helpful and talk to you again. Bye-bye.